Jiu Jitsu. Ever heard of it? It's that martial art that Joe Rogan mentioned once, and now all of your friends and coworkers are obsessed with all of a sudden. But there's a good reason, right? I promise. You'll see. There's something about the sport that keeps its practitioners coming back day in and day out. And today, we're going to take you to where that all happens. The gym. Dojo. Gym. And I'm going to take 3 different levels of classes back to back to hopefully give you some insight into what it's like to train jiu-jitsu here at Vandal, and maybe even figure out what it is about the sport that somehow has a generation of degenerate Modern Warfare 2 Call of Duty sweats and perma-stuck League of Legends diamonds doing a physical activity that has the potential to undo all the seemingly irreparable brain rot that it caused us. And we'll get shredded.
Bro, how are you so ripped, bro?
I don't know. I do jiu-jitsu all day.
Steroids.
But we won't reveal all our secrets. Let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Vandal Jiu-Jitsu, I'm Jesse. Hey, Darwin! Get over here! Darwin, what do you love about Jiu-Jitsu?
The culture. It's the culture for sure.
What about the culture?
Just a very friendly environment. You can, mess around, and you can also get competitive at the same time.
It's fucking brilliant. Thanks, bro. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing, you can go. Get the fuck out of here. So what we're going to be doing today is a threesome. That's beginner's class, advanced class, and then comp class. We're going to do those back to back. And I guess that's what I don't know. I don't like when the camera's pointing at me. I like being behind my computer with a microphone and my face not on camera. This is weird. Microphone Jesse here. Beginner's class. If you spaz out and go 100% on your first day, you'll hate it. So don't do that. Beginner's class is a very special time because it's where all bright-eyed, hopeful jiu-jitsuists start their journey in mastering the art of strategic hugging. Now, as a beginner, if there's one thing that I've personally taken away from my time in beginner's class, it's nasty skin infections. Remember that a gym is only as clean as its dirtiest member. Don't let that be you. Are you talking about skin conditions?
We are talking about skin conditions.
Well, tell the people a little bit about that.
Very manageable as long as you keep your personal hygiene up.
And what does that mean? Showering once, twice a week?
Make that like 10 times a week. I personally recommend showering immediately after training. No cross-contamination between clothes. And I was actually just telling Darwin, if you have any cuts or bruises, you should make sure you cover them up. Wash them off right after you train.
You want to know my favorite part about jiu-jitsu? Is if there's girls at the gym, you can kind of just grab them and just... Sam is my girlfriend. This was a joke. Do not try this at your gym. And they just love it because it's just part of the gym culture. It is not part of the gym culture. They do not love it. Do not try this. But there will be girls at the gym. So if that makes you nervous, follow along carefully with this simple instruction. Bro. Sup, Yui, sup.
So just to start, we're gonna do a little refresher warm-up of what we did last week.
The first important lesson to note about beginner's class here at Vandal is it's all about humility. If you can't get your ego in check, you won't survive. That's why I personally recommend doing heroic doses of psychedelic mushrooms before each class. Haha, just kidding. But it is important that you're able to put your ego down for class. Most people, I guess, don't know this, but not only am I hot off of a recent competition, I'm also the demonstration guy. What is Jesse going to say next? Is it A, it's an honor? B, it's cool but means very little. C, it's important I don't let it get to my head. Or D, I'm the chosen one. I am the chosen one. It's probably just because I'm the best. This is an example of a big gym ego, but this guy's a lost cause. Unlike Rajan, one of our newest white belts, who has his first ever competition coming up in 2 weeks. And he learned the ego lesson very early on, and has now been selected to put his skills to the test and represent Vandal at a local tournament. I'm joined here with fucking Rajan, one of the worst attitudes when it comes to jiu-jitsu, who's recently turned a corner. Okay, so Rajan, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your jiu-jitsu journey up until this point?
Sure. I've been training for about 3 months now. Yeah, I guess, as you said, I had a pretty shitty attitude going into it. Obviously, my ego played a big part of that. Yeah, I just wanted to kill everyone. Eventually, I learned that, it's not about, winning at the start, because you're not gonna. So I just accepted defeat and accepted that every single day I'm gonna get beat up in the gym, and I love it now.
2 weeks out from your first comp, how are you feeling?
I'm excited, a little bit nervous, but yeah, mostly excited.
Nerves are expected for our first competition, but there's something about Rajan's bracket that makes this comp extra juicy. Not only do we have Rajan competing for the first time in June, or in 2 weeks from now, I think Leon and Rajan are in the same division. Right? So they're both in the under 6 months, and they're in the same weight class. So I wonder if we're going to see a little civil war going on at AVA between Rajan and Leon. Who knows? Rajan, forgot to ask you, brother. AVA, you're in the same division as your fellow training partner and new beginner white belt, Leon. How do you feel? What are your confidence levels going into the match, a potential matchup against Leon?
I know Leon's a dog. I know I'm going to have to watch out for him, but I'm fairly confident. I think I got this.
Hey, Leon. How you doing, bro? We were just talking about you. How are you feeling leading up to the event?
Oh, I'm stoked. I want to get ready, get smash everybody. That's what I want to do.
If my sources are correct, you and Rajan are in the same division and potentially have matches up against each other. How are you feeling? What are your confidence levels if you get put into, let's say, a gold medal match against your fellow competitor and training partner, Rajan?
Oh, I'll show him no mercy, and I expect the same from him.
It's beautiful. Thanks, brother.
So the very first one we're going to do, Jesse's going to have feet up. Okay, we're going to go pushing his ankles to his butt. We're going to take an angle, and then we're going to step in and do our leg drag. Okay, once here, I'm going to release my hand that's on the far side. It's going to hug to the leg. As soon as I get here, Jesse's going to start to turn inside. I'm going to drop my fist, come around to north-south. Okay?
So hopefully the right idea is coming across, which is in beginner's class, whether you're 3 months in or 12 months in, you're shit, I'm shit, and that's okay. Every single person in this gym is here to learn, and accepting yourself as a beginner for the sake of long-term improvement will take you further than your ego ever will. And that's the truth about the beginner experience. It's like how in a video game you have to fight low-level mobs to barely increase your stats, but you gotta do it because that's how you level up. So keep that in mind if you're a beginner. And if you haven't started Jiu Jitsu yet, hopefully this gives you the confidence to get started soon.
How do we feel about it? And we do it by applause. If you felt good about it, applause now. If you didn't feel so good about it, applause now. So, I think everybody else was okay with it except for Jesse.
Thought there was going to be way more of an applause for people who didn't understand. I was ready for that to just, the room to just uproar, but apparently it's just me. But that's okay. We're beginners.
We always end class with some open rounds where we forget everything we just learned and try illegal shit. We shake hands and thank everyone for their time, and congratulations, you just finished your first beginner's class.
Advanced class stuff. I'm no longer, I'm now the least experienced person in this class. So just be humble.
Advanced class. No spazzing allowed. To be in this class means you're either a colored belt or have shown enough commitment, knowledge, and experience to have been personally invited by Dom. The reason for this is because the techniques that you learn at the advanced level have the potential to seriously injure the people you're using them on. For example, a momentary lapse in judgment in, let's say, a backside 50-50 could explode your knee. If Amanda didn't know what she was doing and backstepped here while Eric had her heel, it would explode her shin. So it's of utmost importance that everyone in class knows how to calmly and carefully move through the positions to ensure their safety. So what me and Joe are doing in this class, I couldn't tell you.
Jesse's in Ashy currently. He's going to try to turn me over without going into outside Ashy first, so he doesn't actually have enough control on my leg. Now he should be able to pull me over.
Hold on a second, lift and shoot. Oh my gosh. We're gonna get this. Dude, you're gonna see it in the camera. I did one of these. I did like a LeBron layup. Yeah, it was pretty sick. Oh, advanced class. Much slower pace, but way more technical, which is good. It's a good change from the fucking hard spaz white belt rounds that I love so much, but much slower, which is good. Joseph?
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
So, much like beginner's class, we drill a technique and finish with some open rounds, which are sometimes intense and sometimes fun, depending on who you're rolling with.
Don't forget to subscribe.
We line up and shake hands, and at this point, I'm completely gassed, which means it's the perfect time to talk about lesson 2. Have patience. Everybody wants to get good fast, but you have to put in the time. And as long as you put in the work and remain humble, you will start seeing steady improvement in your jiu-jitsu. Comp class. Final class of the day. Comp class is specifically designed for those who have upcoming competitions to prepare leading up to the event. And, in my opinion, comp class is the bread and butter of what we do here at Vandal. If you want to compete, you make every comp class, full stop. Simply drilling technique and getting rolls in won't be enough to win, because the reality is, if you're not putting in the work and the other gyms are, that's how you lose.
They're on the bottom, it counts as long as you hold them down for 3 seconds. Right, so some of you guys taking the people down, right? You guys take them down and then you like pause. The fuck, you're supposed to hold them, right? That's the point when it goes live. It's not you practicing a takedown, it's us practicing to scramble out. So if you guys just come in and do a throw and then give up, the fuck's the point?
It's an extra hour, often at the end of a long day, for those of us who seek the glory of standing on the podium and the pride of taking home a medal for the gym. And with AVA coming up on the 22nd, we have 3 brand new white belts who have the chance to prove themselves the same way that the veteran white belts of the gym have done before them. As for how we train, well, we'll have to keep that a secret for now. But if you want to see how it all turns out, don't forget to ring that bell so you don't miss our next video. Hey, if you're hearing this, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you. We're trying to blow this channel up, and when you stick around to the end, it really helped us out, so thanks again. While you're at it, YouTube thinks that you might like one of these videos. It's probably a video of at least one of us competing, so maybe check that out, and if you like it, that'd be f***ing fantastic.